Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a beautiful day out there. I was just watching some Ninja Turtles on Netflix, the first one. I've actually been really distraught lately because I don't want to say distraught, but amidst of everything that's going on, I kind of I kind of realized something, and it was something that was giving me a bad feeling in my stomach because I didn't know to the full extent of what I was feeling at the moment. But then I noticed this guy out here that they're calling the Ninja Turtle. I'm not sure what his real. I think his name is Aaron something, which is really symbolic. But I guess this guy's a plumber, and he went on a dating show. So, in the midst of all this publicity that African Americans are getting, I noticed this guy started some type of fundraiser or something. And in the midst of him starting a fundraiser, he had got fired, and all this stuff had started happening. Well, come to find out, I guess he was lying and he never had a job in the first place and all this other stuff. Well, the reason this stuff was getting to me is because you have this Drake and Kendrick Lamar stuff that's going on. You have this Bill Cosby and Diddy and Michael Jackson, and it's just like a continual stream. So I noticed this plumber guy came out as soon as I had started talking about, I lost my job, um, donations for anybody that wants poetry and all this other stuff, and to donate to children's hospitals and stuff. And then all of a sudden, this guy is going viral for being some kind of scammer. They're calling him, it's really kind of irritating because they're calling him a Ninja Turtle, which is frustrating to me because I like the Ninja Turtles. So now when I'm playing my Turtles game or watching the Ninja Turtles, I get to think of this knucklehead moron who, right, sat here and assaulted all these women who I'm trying to build up at the moment in my videos. Then the moron goes and scams a bunch of people and spends this money on the club or something. But this is why this is frustrating. So this guy's getting all this publicity, right? They're making him an ass in the media. But did you know a man named James Anderson in the UK that pretended to be a plumber just stole 2 million euros from people? So then because what I did was I typed in plumber into Google and I typed in scammer plumber. And the thing that was popping up was this dude in the news, this Caucasian man from Europe. He scammed people out of $2 million. And even in the headlines, it's talking about sweet innocent European man, sweet innocent man turns out to be a man that was taking money. And then they tell his whole little life experience and story. It's like a redemption story gone wrong, right? But then you look at this African American man. Now they're saying he's a trafficker, and they're saying over $13,000 is the worst thing ever, and this is why niggas can't be trusted and blacks. So this is why that bad feeling was fucking with me, and I realize it now. I don't know what exactly is. Come on, dude, because you're. I don't know exactly what's going on or whatever in the media and the news, but I'm starting to get frustrated to the point where it's like I'm seeing what's happening. There are people in Europe that are colonizing and destroying, and I mean completely obliterating entire lands, right? Everybody, Mandela, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., William Tyndale, anybody that's a legit humanitarian, and I don't even want to say Alan Watts because the dude blew up. He became famous. It seems like a continual stream of people that go against their religions, and people of color and Native Americans and different people. And it's Caucasians too that help us. They obliterate them. Jane Elliott was ridiculed for most of her life. Then when she's an older woman and almost decrepit, they want to use her story. Then once the government killed Martin Luther King, they want to use his story. Once they called Farrakhan the devil for all these years, now they want to plaster him everywhere talking about let's fight the LGBT. Are you guys serious? Are y'all not seeing? I've said this in a couple of my things. If I was a blonde haired, blue eyed man, all the secrets and the revelations and the stuff that I have delivered, they will be calling me the living God. This African American dude, Aaron, whatever his name is, this plumber, fake plumber, he is all over social media. African American community is destroying this man. Okay, he's a scammer, whatever. But how come there's no publicity over all these Jewish people who are really German, who are tearing this world up, creating laws like copyrights, creating all this stuff? If copyright is real, everybody that testified on behalf of a man story named Yahweh or Jehovah, right? But a man named Yehohanan is in the grave nobody knows about, and a man named JB who's getting ridiculed, right? And I find it amazing. I tell people go look up all this ancient music, all this older music. Now you look in this day and age what they're having. They're turning our community into a cesspool. Anytime something happens from us, oh, it is. Somebody made a good point recently, but he's also starting to concern me. He was like, whenever we do something, before we do it, oh, I bet you he's going to be a scammer. Oh, I can tell by his demeanor. Oh, I can tell. I can tell. I told you all, we have to have credentials that are from another planet to succeed in this world. And if those credentials aren't helping the agenda to tear us down, that's why I feel like I don't, because it's like, it is a sacrifice, dude. Talking to you people smacks me over the literal head. It don't matter who I talk to. There's an image of African Americans that we are just some scamming. Now, I don't even want my Cash App and PayPal up anymore. Because what will happen? Somebody will see me at the store buying something and be like, "Oh, ain't that supposed to be the prophet, living God? Blah 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 blah. He smokes cigarettes. Oh, he curses. You can't help you people. Y'all want a literal magician to fly down, Gandalf the White, right? This is what y'all want. I can't tell y'all nothing. I can't do anything really. And anybody else does that is of another descent gets destroyed. My own community tears us down worse than other people. You want to talk about niggas and Negroes? You don't got to go to white supremacists no more. Go on down to the African American community and they'll shook and jive for you. It's like a bad dream from everywhere. These people make mistakes. Oh, Angel, turn bad, shot up this, did that. Woo. What the we do this plumber James Anderson stole 2 million euros. Euros are more than the dollar. All you can do is maybe get a link of this guy. And it just happened in May of this year. 50 some year old Caucasian man from Europe. I mean, robbing people blind. This dude gets 13K and they gut his life apart. Y'all keep talking about the Epstein and all this other stuff. The dude commits suicide and disappears. I'm going to tell y'all something real quick. Watch this. Philistine. Philos, the Greek theologian. Philos, Steins, now they're Jewish. Steins, Philistines. Hyksos, invaders from 1900 BC. Now Hicks is a derogatory word. You tell how racist this country is. They sell something called spick and span. Did you know spick is a racist term for Hispanics? This country's so racist. You know how they're taking all the stuff off the shelves and taking away all these songs, taking out parts of the national anthem and got rid of the old ice cream song. You should do research on where Columbia Records, the same record company making records to this day and age. You should research where the ice cream song comes from. The Ice Cream Man song. That's what they're going to keep demonizing us, turning us into straight devils. That's what they do. So I might chill back. I might just say, forget it. Because some people will say I'm cosplaying. Some people will say I'm doing this and that. And it with a straight fucking face will tell me about Martin Luther King. Won't tell me none of their own lyrics from their own heart. I promise you, nobody can create anything. It's like programs running around. Then the people that can create, they lock in chains, they treat like garbage, steal all their stuff, and then say they did it all. I got a couple new poems. I just recently I've been trying to figure out how to sell ebooks online, but I just realized something. It's just gonna get the same thing we all did, pirated. They're just gonna if somebody downloads a PDF of my poems, so I just said forget it. I'm gonna keep putting poetry and short stories and poems on YouTube and different websites. And if people out of the kindness of their heart want to help somebody who brought the revelation of the literal kingdom of who I am, people will hear that and be like, "Oh, who is this?" It's like the book comes true. All the synagogue of Satan. Are you guys not understanding what I'm telling y'all? Who taught Hitler? Who's been running around? You guys will say Jews. Catholics are Jews. Where were they produced from? Jews. Jews are Jews. Christians are Jews. Muslims are Jews. Believe it or not, the people of Brahma are Jews. I promise you they are. Egyptians, Ham, all that, it's the same roots. You had Africans, Nubians, Cushites, Ethiopians, Egyptians, Congolese, the Bantu, all these different random tribes and cities and places. Then, I don't know how many, 50,000, 20,000 years ago, people went to Europe and then Asia. Well, later down the line, once Africa had figured out a civilization, people attacked it over and over. Asia and Europe. Anybody that speaks some kind of language right now, I promise you, it's because Africans. This isn't race baiting. This isn't propaganda. I listen to my people talk about politics or anything, and it is just pure. Oh my goodness. I don't have the will to try to talk to anybody anymore. I talk to people like that scripture that says they didn't even he came to their own and they didn't recognize him. If I go up to African Americans, they're going to say two things. They're going to say, or three things. They're going to say the Most High or Yahweh, or they're going to say Jesus Christ. I can't make this stuff up. Sus in Latin is pig. Jehovah and Yahweh are the same consonants when you take the vowels out. It's Yehanan and Yahweh. John and Juan. So, he really was the apostle, and how it says Zerah came in and came out. So if you pay attention, Juan Bruce, the flesh, and then the spirit of Elijah, the spirit of Zoroaster, the prophets, because I'm not bound on this, and I'm not going to be all sacrifice. I'm slaying every Baal, spiritually speaking, metaphorically speaking, through the word and spirit. I'm not playing none of these games. So yes, it's a kingdom of the heart, but y'all are stomping on people's hearts. Y'all basically robbed Africa and Egypt and are now treating us like bums. People keep every time when you guys talk about Africans and African Americans, you keep saying we should get politics and we should read books and we should start voting. We should. Why? What are you guys doing? You're playing their game still. You are. What's voting gonna do? What's any of this stuff gonna do? A lot of these people had to write Gandhi and them peaceful protests and disrupting their stuff. What they gonna do? They gotta put their hands on you to move you, and then they're the oppressors. I keep telling y'all this. We have fallen so far away from our ancestors because not only did they choke them on trees, they choked the breath of life out of us by oppressing us for so long. Then people in the 30s, 40s, and 50s was brilliant. And even before that, because they built civilization. Nowadays, I get to see the same dude on TV. The Ninja Turtle, I'm trying to play my Ninja Turtle game because that's the only thing that seems to bring me. The Ninja Turtle, black robber, black scammer, don't give black people a chance, black, black, black. The fuck out of here. But Jeffrey Epstein went and did this stuff. He disappears and now they're still lobbyists. Dude, I'm tired of it. I really am. And I've been patient for a really long time. And now, as I've told y'all before, I've made a grave calculation. It's been 7,000 years. It's the seventh day. Y'all can Bible cosplay all you want. But he who understands what I'm saying, what the word and spirit is, he who thinks they know psychology, philosophy, religion, all this other stuff, let them keep playing in their ass. Y'all want to learn something for real? Y'all want to learn how educated an African American can be?
watch my videos. Because I'm sick and tired of people telling me about Martin Luther King, but the same people blew his fucking head off. Sick and tired of people telling me about Nelson Mandela, but the same people imprisoned him. Stop telling African Americans and people of color, you need to blah, 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 blah. You need to do some fucking research. If we could, we would. Well, go get a job. Okay, we'll try. There's a lot of us. The few of you that do get jobs, y'all forget about us. Then the ones that do have jobs, right? I was making decent money. I started speaking out on this, and look what happens. Be glad about it. They tempt you to do it. Then when you do it, you're punished. Because they want all your oppression and see how you survive from it. And then thousands of years later, they weak fucking asses that can't do shit wants to steal all of your strength, right? That's why they still worship David after 4,000 years, or however many thousands of years. Sunesis, the Egyptian that they call evil. Akhenaten, the Egyptian that they call evil. Right. They're Joshua and David. Fuck out of here. And then Ezra, Esther, Zoroaster. They don't want none of these dark people seen as heroes, or else then their whole civilization crumbles. So, you know what I mean? I just don't even know. I can't fundraise, because you know what's crazy? I don't know exactly what's going on, but I've said this before. I started advocating for Shriners Hospital, and they sent me a letter saying somebody randomly donated them $100,000. That's fucking beautiful. That's children being helped. Not some dumb fucking moron begging for money, lying about his fucking career. Then going to a club throwing fucking $100 of bills and shit because it's his birthday. But will I get on him? Where'd he learn it from? But his Greek oppressors. Y'all talking about him. Y'all should go look at what these foundations, Trump and Hillary and all the rest of them, the billionaires, they make shell companies upon shell companies, avoid taxes, funnel money into their own churches and charities, and don't have to pay taxes. Then you got some fucking random popes slobbing their mountaintops, running around talking about ho 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 ho. Got legions of people attacking blacks and LGBTQ people. But then they're like, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. Why do y'all even still do this shit? I want to tell y'all something, but I really don't. But I do, but I don't. Because I don't want Trump to win whatsoever. Because you guys don't. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Y'all think these people are fighting, but they're all partners. Plantation, corporation plant. Tell them. Okay, Trump's not going to win regardless. And if he does, I'm telling y'all, go YouTube Rick and Morty. Rick wakes up in Nazi worlds over and over and over. I'm telling you all, you keep giving these Germans power. Some of them pretend to be German Christians. Some of them pretend to be Polish Jews. I am telling you, they are Germans. They are Anglos and Jutes. I'm not being racist against them. I'm telling you all what the Germans have been doing for the last 400 years. So, if Trump wins, I'm not, because the dude's pushing Bibles, separation from church and state, but the president is selling Bibles. Where is this? This is not the United States of America. Wait, yes it is. Because if I tell the truth, it's been Nazi land for over 400 years, and a long time before that. But you guys put on the little media, you take out the part of the national anthem that says the herring and the slave won't prosper. You take out the part of your little pretty movies like Gone in the Wind, where you whip people on their fucking backs for hours and hours and hours. We love Gone with the Wind. I bet you fucking do, because you're a bunch of racist Nazis. Yeesh Louise, y'all don't know people like Marcus Garvey or real people, Harry Tim and all this other stuff going on. Y'all take these goofies from this day and age on them. Would you date this queen? Would you date that queen? Would you date this queen? I don't know. Her dress is kind of... What the Oh! Video games was one of the few things I enjoyed growing up. And now there's paywalls everywhere, microtransactions, people using auto fucking aimers and auto shooters in Call of Duty. You can see the toggle. I'm a gamer. I don't care how high your settings are on. They're like, oh, you have high settings? Which means if it's on high settings and sensitivity, when I move around like that, it's not going to move directly to a character and shoot them. It's called aiming. But y'all don't care. Trolling. We'll just say anything on the internet. The internet has been destroyed. But the internet is a representation of what humans do to everything, every fucking where. As a childhood, I couldn't look to religion. Jesus, 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 while getting the Ten Commandments in the Old Covenant. Then you get a little older. Racism, 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 racism. You get a little older. Blacks are the devil, blacks are the devil. Scammers. It's like, what the fuck do I do? Then y'all have the nerve to diagnose people with depression. What? Surviving through this, you shouldn't call it depression. You should call it supermanism. Because if people survive through this shit. So, I witnessed somebody say, after bombing Nagasaki and Hiroshima the way that the fuck Americans did, I witnessed somebody on camera talk about the Japanese. Y'all just can't get it. Y'all don't have no. I'm witnessing it. Like there's no empathy. There's no accountability. There's no awareness. People just. Blip, 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 blip. They won't stop. I don't understand it. You could tell these people, oh, back to Kamala and Trump. Trump who's printing Bibles, the German Christian printing Bibles trying to run to rule the nation, and they're calling him the Trump or the Christ. So y'all haven't learned from Hitler, right? So outside of that, then Kamala, Biden is really old. So who's the step president right now? So if Biden croaks, then y'all finna have an African American woman in office. And boy, I can tell you from my mama, it's about to be a rat. She finna manhandle y'all. Not in a way that I'm saying she was oppressive or bad. I'm excited for this actually. It's the plan. And it's gonna probably happen. Because Trump's a racist. He's not gonna win. If you guys don't understand what the word and spirit means, so when all these racists are running around down south talking about bloop, 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 that's Trump. Don't y'all understand how these sons of men walk the earth in the Bible? They don't understand it. So let's when a Tom was walking the earth, that means a spirit of something was in a bunch of men giving them the breath of life, and so that was a Tom. Then me Narmer comes, Cain, and his spirit is walking with a bunch of people, so they're a bunch of Canaanians, Africans and Canaanites. But people don't understand this. So if it was to say a Tom was walking around for 950 years, that means that generation, 1,000 years of people, had that spirit. But you guys want the spirit of Trump? Do people not? So I said it in another video. Eric Van Hanusen taught Hitler. The lobbyists and the CEOs and people who own the media and the laws in this country are egging on Trump. Do you guys need a... And then what's the Democrats, right? Abortions. I keep telling y'all what they doing with these stem cells. Now they don't need stem cells. You don't see abortion. You don't see them run around talking about abortion no more. They done figured it out. So I don't know tell y'all. Because this is what they'll do. They'll make it seem like they want segregation and racism. But then all of a sudden, a whole generation of African Americans that hate themselves so much they clean the Caucasians. Why is that? Don't y'all see they're making a new set of Asians? Am I saying segregate? That was my plan, is for people to come along all along and mix and have a life of us being together. But what do humans do? Oh, we're going to destroy them and assimilate them for 400 years. That will make them hate themselves so much they'll be forced to assimilate. Oh, we're giving niggas strikes. Don't listen to niggas no more. But go type the word in Jew or something, or one of these CEOs' names. Let's see what happens, right? Because Elon Musk can get on camera and say, "Fuck advertisers, fuck the news, fuck the F word." But if I say it, community standards. If they can pump books to millions of people that say the God of this world is Satan and the synagogue of Satan, and that land, Sodom, Gomorrah, where the Lord was crucified, John the Baptist. But then when John Cord books talks about the synagogue of Satan, he gets X'd off of Twitter and different websites and Facebook. When Kyrie Irving shares a link from off of Amazon, the Jew that owns Amazon can sell the shit. But when an African American man, shut up and dribble, shut up and dribble. The leader of Amazon was so innovative. But the dude was given 200 racks in his whole parents' house. Apple and Bill Gates both stole everything they got. You don't think I'm telling the truth? He had the nerve to come out and say, Bill Gates stole all my stuff. Where'd you get it, Apple Slice? Y'all can't even tell a story without the Bible. So, the more when I tell you all, when I first created my account, JB6, you see the name JB6 is available. It is on most platforms where I have games. There was no JBs or JB6s anywhere. There was the letters J and B. And I said, how about I come up with a new name? Unaware that it transliterates to Yahweh, because it's my initials. Now I can't make an account on PayPal. I can't make another YouTube. I can't make accounts nowhere on any video games. Who in the world started making JAYBEEs? Are you guys going to tell me that was a popular thing? I can't make this stuff up. You go type in JB6 or JB into YouTube now and see if that name ain't flooded like the Mesopotamians after Noah. The Truman Show, y'all love that one. Star Trek, they found the digital god. Y'all are, I can't make it up. It's like they can't call me a conspiracist because I come with truth and information every time. So the demonizing you guys are doing to us African Americans, I mean, I don't know where it's gonna get you all, but once we're all in the dirt, I don't know what you guys are gonna do. Nobody's listening to me, so it'll be pretty funny. So I was told that I am having an inkling that possibly I think humanity is destined for something, and they're going to carry it out because they don't listen. So when that's done and over with, it don't matter how many books do you guys show them, how many times, how many transliterations of a J and a B, a Y and a V do you have to tell people while they run around saying sus, 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 sus. Because here's the irony for anybody who thinks I'm just acting a nut. They all believe in the Bible. If you don't believe me, go look at a man who will call cosplay, but then look at his songs and his pictures. They all believe in it. The whole world does. But they won't listen. Why do you think atheists do what they do? They're reassuring themselves over and over and over. They're going, oh, they're mocking every part of that book. Because somewhere deep inside, what if? Because do you know what automatic nervous system, calculations. The mind needs comforts. You guys keep talking about, I hear this one streamer now, I was giving him a bunch, I said he sounded like a prophet and was giving him a bunch of praise and some comments. Then all of a sudden he's like, just turned into a pessimistic, life is a show and everything's against me and everybody's going to destroy me and don't do nothing to be worthless and be. Oh, he's getting thousands of comments. I got on there one time. I was like, "Hey, what's with the pessimism, man? Cheer up." And they started attacking the fuck out of me. His agents, his shadow workers, they're everywhere. When you all saw Neo fighting the Smith, was he fighting one or two? That motherfucker was in a park fighting a whole field of them. And even at the end, the Oracle and the Architect were sitting talking together. That was Neo's true journey. You can't trust nobody damn near. And yet you can trust anybody. It's up to you. It's your choice. So, you 999 people are attacking you, and it's you and somebody else, or maybe even just you. Fuck. Defend you and that other person. Defend you and your family. Because these people out here are fucking nuts. They are like NPCs on the Pope and the Jews programming and the Catholics and Evangel, all of them. They're a bunch of robots. So, anybody that wants life, listen to what I'm telling you. Because they will look at me, call me the devil, and then say Yahweh the Most High. They will say JB6, who smokes a ton of pot, is the devil. Then say Yahweh, who is the Most High, and his laws are just. So I will not be held accountable what happens to my creation. And all who are of who I am, because they love talking about the blood on the door, all who are of my bloodline, all who are of my friends and family, and who have ever seen me or met me, will receive mercy and love and kindness. And they will be reformed. And everything else, what would y'all do to stuff that is against y'all? So